Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your ever so sincere and brutally honest friend Zopclotch, responding tonight about the Fox bullshit surrounding Mass Effect. Just doing as usual, putting out my opinions while avoiding the wrath I invoked of the Golden Toaster earlier. Now, I'm gonna have to apologize ahead of time if my audio is bad. And just got a new mic and I'm trying to see if it works. My other one was really bad and, well, you couldn't hear me, and if you could, I probably sounded stupid, which I do now. But that's besides the point. Alright, so I guess there's some big controversy over Mass Effect's sex scene, if it can be called that. And it's got some people pissed off and thoroughly disturbed. So on that note, I'd like to open my opinional piece here, saying how Kevin McWhat's-his-name is an imbecile who needs to get his head on straight. I mean, come on. What video game honestly lets you customize your own sex? He makes it seem like this game was solely put out there just for the 5 seconds of one side boob and buttocks. Hell, when Antonio Banderas was putting on that shit, you called it romance, and now he's doing Shrek, a kid's show. I mean, who wants to see Puss in Boots mushroom slap Princess Fiona? Because that's eventually what it's going to come to. My cat gives better criticism than Kevin when I don't feed her by 8 a.m. And that isn't because I'm too busy playing video games, I'll add. And Cooper Lawrence, nothing against Psychology Doll, but you gotta be the most stuck up textbook feminist Nazi I've ever wasted my time listening to the points of. Have you ever seen Twister? The textbook dude in that trusts his facts and research and ends up killed by the unpredictable Mother Nature. But you must have passed university with flying colors, and to that, I salute you. And you must have been a blast at dorm parties. Now, that said, what is it with the media and all this women versus men bullcrap? What do I see? Cooper against Jeff. Man versus a woman. A woman who has all the facts, and all the facts boil down to boys and males seeing women as nothing but objects. But I mean, Cooper, listen to yourself, darling. All you go on about is how this will inspire boys to violence. It will inspire boys to see women as nothing but objects of desire. Boys, 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 boys. All you talk about is boys. Are these facts you talk about as sexist as you, Cooper Lawrence? Don't get me wrong, I'm all for equality. But women have rights. This isn't the 1920s. But now in 2008, when games like Mass Effect are out, it gives you dusty old man haters reason to believe that we are once again going to use you for nothing more than a housewife, which I can assure you is far from the truth. Despite all this pinning bullcrap on boys, what about girls who play video games? I've got gal pals here and there who love a game with a good storyline. Do they play this and go, oh no, it's a sex scene, let's get our jeans in a knot? No, they don't. Then there's you, Ms. Lawrence, the female with all the facts going, oh well, this is just young boys playing Playboy Mansion with Barbie dolls in a virtual setting. The fact that our beloved Ms. Lawrence has only mentioned is boys. And this leads me to question who is really sexist and who is really demeaning. Now, I'd like to make the mention here of the claimed full nudity, once again by saying that Fox only proves why the media cannot be trusted, as this was a blatant lie. But that's a different rant for a different time. But it sounds a little bit like the producers of Fox were snorting some of Kevin's fecal matter we call criticism. Unrelated once again. But still, this game showing its one side boob and buttocks is going to get the adult-only ban? Check it, faces. This game already has the rating of mature, 17 plus. So if parents want to use their discretion and let their younger kids play, then that's fully their choice, and we have no right to question the way they raise their kids and what they allow them to do, and see, and watch, and play. I mean, I have gone to see 3 14-8 rated movies lately that all had nudity. Far worse than the one side boob and buttocks that Mass Effect shows. And they also had blood and gore, graphic also more horribly given to us than the graphic blood Mass Effect has. And even going away from movies, let's turn on the TV and watch Fox and see what they have. Shows like House, which isn't a bad show, but I can recall several episodes all about sex. But I guess it's better than Mass Effect. Fox plays TV shows like CSI, which, don't get me wrong, is a bitchin' show, but there are lots of episodes that show girls running around scantily clad. Now, if that isn't like your 12-year-old flipping through the lingerie section of the Sears catalog around Christmas time going, woohoo, lingerie, then why are we flaming Mass Effect? And if that is the case, I'd like to pose the question that if Mass Effect's sex scene is so terrible, then maybe shows like what Fox plays are equally bad and should be moved to the after midnight program like all the soft porn on other channels. Now, let's take it a step further and stop on commercials. for women's undergarments. Oh, but no, if we did that, then Fox gets a full panel to flame someone else. But if we are flaming Mass Effect for showing its raunchy sex scene, then where the Sam Hill was this report when the Dead or Alive Extreme Beach volleyball game was out? Or all those other lovely video games that were considered to have the adult-only ban, but, like Mass Effect, were only mature 17 plus as well. Now, I'm a 17-year-old male, 18 soon. I'd like to ask where is my opinion on Fox. I mean, why are they letting a panel of adult experts decide what goes down with what I enjoy? I have played games like this since I was 13, and while your research and facts tell you that I will decide my life based off these games, then I got news for you, Fox. Since grade 9, when I was 14, I decided I wanted to double major in political science and English. And at 14, I was big into games like the ever so cursed Grand Theft Auto, Unreal Tournament, and Doom. Yet here I am today, still the intellectual, and if not more so than I was in my prime. So today, near the beginning of my adult section of life, where is that women using violent, alien killing, trigger happy, adolescent, immature boy your facts say I should be? Now, I could go on and on about this, but I'll stop here. I won't deny the immature reaction of some people I know. However, I do not blame them. They have every right to be outraged, and as we live in the time of freedom of expression, I say they should express their anger any way they want. As my final, unrelated yet slightly still related note, I'll say that Fox in general sucks. Everything it touches dies. I mean, who out there remembers Firefly and Drive? Those shows were great. They had a great storyline, and unlike CSI and House, which are also good shows, but besides that, they did not show the same form of nudity or graphic violence, or at least as much violence. So if Fox canceled the more morally correct shows for the less, yet more popular, and now they are filming Mass Effect with the same content as what they air, doesn't that make them bloody hypocrites? Anyways, the golden toaster is coming and I have to hide. Ciao for now, YouTube. Good night.